Hey, Lauren Hughes here with Integrity Home Group and Keller Williams. Today we're going to talk about negotiations and why it's so crucial to hire a real estate agent or really anyone that is, when you have a negotiation or you have money involved, you need to be working with someone or representation that is comfortable in all types of negotiations. And well, I just cannot stress that enough. You need to be able to be with someone that knows the rules, knows them backwards and forwards, and can negotiate through anything. And I wanted to tell you a little bit about, well, why I'm so comfortable at the negotiation table, especially in real estate, and whether I'm acting as your broker or if I'm acting as my own agent for an investment property that I'm making. And that's because humans don't scare me anymore. And I'm very comfortable negotiating with humans. And that's because several years ago, I would say it's a privilege now because of what I got to learn. And it was the scariest negotiation I've ever been a part of. And I was not prepared for it. And it was not amazing. It was probably one of the worst times I experienced as a business owner or an entrepreneur. And that's because I'll tell you briefly what happened. I had a company that built software, and we were being sued by $1 billion, that's with a B, $1 billion holding company, a bank in New York, and they were threatening to sue us in the Southern District of Manhattan. And for anyone that hasn't heard of that district, it's been on the news a lot. It's like the big kid leagues, and these are for big, powerful people. And I am a small business owner. I'm human, and I had a big $1 billion bank coming after me. And it wasn't because I did anything wrong, it was because we were able to provide a service to their competitor, and they wanted to shut their competitor down, and we were the weakest link because we were the smallest. And we ended up being able to fight back. It was definitely a David and Goliath story, where if we had actually if it had ended up being a lawsuit, it would have bankrupted us, and they knew that was the point. However, we survived. And ever since then, and I didn't go bankrupt, and I'm still here, the company's still here. And so now when I'm in negotiations with, humans are much different than banks. Banks aren't human. And no matter if they think they are, they're not. And so when I get to negotiate for you, for your home, or for anything that you're buying, or if I'm buying an investment for myself, it's easy. Humans are easy. And that's because, as humans, we have emotions, and I think the most powerful tool that I use when negotiating is, one, not be afraid, because there's nothing to be afraid of. And it's just, the deal, and we all want the deal to go through. And I'm a big believer of win-win. I don't feel good when I decimate the other side. I don't think it's appropriate, and I don't think it's necessary. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to go easy. I'm going to get exactly what I want. However, you're going to feel okay about it on the other side, and there's a few techniques you can use to that. And I think the most basic one, other than, basic respect and professionalism, is something called mirroring. And they actually talk about this in a Discover credit card video, where it's you on the other side of the phone because you want to be able to relate. And mirroring is basically copying the people on the other side of the table. And it's not in the mean sense, it's in the respectful sense. And it's little small gestures, and it's like speed of how they're speaking. If they're speaking really slow or really softly, you want to mirror that, and you want to speak in the same tone that they are. And unless they're yelling, then, you have two methods there, but you want to just mimic the same tone, speed, the same tone, the same speed, maybe body language. If they are sitting straight up, you want to do the same. Or if they are seated, if they are leaning forward, you might want to lean forward too. And I do the action slowly, not to be, it's not to be disrespectful. And the intent of the mirroring is to find the human connection and to connect between humans. And that's why I don't think humans are scary, because we can connect with them and we can just be human. Banks, they don't have emotions. They're a bank. And so that's why mirroring is so powerful. And it's even when I know someone's mirroring it to me, I don't get mad. I'm just like, okay, great. Now I know that you're adapting to my style. So let's play. Game on. And so I actually enjoy it when I notice the person across the table doing some techniques on me, because then, well, the more knowledge you have, the more power you have, and it allows you to get the ideal outcome, even, and it allows the other side to think that they get their outcome too, and you want to leave everyone happy, or, maybe not always thrilled, but you want to make sure everyone's content and they're happy enough, I would say, to make the deal go through. Maybe not skipping out of the room, but, that's just life. But so when you do the mirroring, it's simple gestures, and it's also soft. You sometimes want, well, I think this might be a topic for another time, is you have to assess the room also. And I feel, as coming from a position of a female, I tend to have to go in the negotiation with softer gestures, not softer words. My words can stay the same and very similar to anyone's, actually. My tonality has to change a little bit, what I notice, and I'm not trying to say wrong, right, or otherwise. I'm just trying to say how I'm successful with it. But I do notice with my gesturing or with my mirroring, I have to be a little softer. And now I don't have to with men usually, but that's kind of a topic for another time. But it's all about reading the human being across the table from you. Mirroring is incredibly powerful, and then doing opening or soft gestures is better to have the hands open than clenched fists, or just tapping at the table. You're calm, collected, and it gives a sense of authority when you can do that, and it allows the other side to see that you're respecting them, but you're not overpowering them, so they don't feel they're coming from a position of weakness. You are showing them respect, and everyone wants to be respected, and we all feel better when that happens. So thank you guys for tuning in. That's my 2 cents on mirroring and negotiations. If you ever have any questions, my door is always open. I'm here. I'm happy to throw ideas off you or throw ideas with you. You might not always like them, but I always have them. So don't be shy and reach out. I would love to talk to you. Thanks. Bye.